And we are off, underway for this first race of this set. Immediate leather armor, great early armor to pick up. Great to pick up early armor, but that's the worst armor you can get. Quartz, even, actually. Or, you know, gi. Nonetheless, armor is armor. Half a point can add up very much over time. Screen shake on Samzilla's side is very smartly gonna use his dragon in order to open up this blood shop here. Cavalca will likely do the same. Good plays for both racers. A bit awkward here of a dragon fight for Cavalca, but that is a bomb, I think. Sam is not gonna bomb. There's an additional bomb if you're screen watching on Cavalca's side. I say go for the bomb. This health is pretty valuable and you aren't sure if you're gonna be able to make it back. And when racing, you often don't want to cut the margins too thin. However, there is Shop Bro, so already healing. We have Up Bro. Up Shop Bro for Sam. Definitely interesting. And Cavalca managing to pick up some sunglasses to go along with his Warhammer. Sam will find it as well. Should definitely take it. I think hesitating a bit, not sure if it's a good idea, but it pretty much is. Warhammer is very safe. You're gonna be able to just keep enemies at bay with it, as both racers will pick up this potion. Cavalca having a bit of trouble with death metal shields. Spawning a bunch of bats will reduce spawns for the next phases, but I think not intentionally. Trying to set up the gold kill, I have to assume, and it's just not gonna pan out for Cavalca. Transmute Scroll for Cavalca could be worth using immediately. He's thinking about it, just needs to do something. Time wasted on decisions can easily make up for suboptimal decisions, as Sam goes down to 1 heart, quaffing the potion. A pretty disastrous trapdoor room. But lines up the gold kill nicely. We'll get half a heart back thanks to Shop Bro. Cavalca needs to be a bit wary of Snag here, I think. Otherwise it's fine. It's gonna do shopping on 2-1. Interesting choice, given 2-1 often doesn't have the best items. And Sam has a completely different shop for some reason. Oh, it was transmuted. Was it? I don't know. Yeah, it was. Both races will transmute that, that's why. Duh. So, not seed variants, but just me being dumb and forgetting about transmute. But a good gold kill for Cavalca there. It's going to be able to save a bit of time instead of needing to mash away at the Minotaur. Ooh, Sam with a pretty big Minotaur hit will activate Freeze Charm. Frost Charm. Definitely not what they want to happen there. Oh, Cavalca activating as well on a Mimic, and we're seeing Warhammer snag on these shields. There's not enough damage to break through the shields while frozen. Nonetheless, Sam is certainly getting a decent amount of health regeneration. Using Shop Bro pretty smartly there to activate the Gold Warhammer. Definitely a good synergy to have is a gold weapon, especially one with this much range, to go with Shop Bro. But this Obsidian Broadsword is also a great weapon. So Sam will swap off to it. It's Cavalca 3-1 swarm. This is huge. This is a huge swarm. Manages to escape it with 2 hearts left. Still has the potion in tow with 1 heart left, losing 2 hearts. Let's see how Sam handles this 3-1. Needs to be careful. This is a very spooky 3-1. Enemies coming in from all sides. It's filing in. Sam taking a lot of hits. Yeah, this 3-1 is an absolute mess. And taking an additional hit as well. Luckily, Shot Bro will be able to heal a bit. And Sam will stay alive here, but that 3-1, that is the nastiest 3-1 I have seen this season thus far. And I believe the other thing where I saw a nasty Zone 3 swarm was also on 3-1, but that was just worse than anything I've seen previously. Sam taking time to build up, only on half a heart. Can just hit this crate! Has enough damage, there we go. But if this is the food shop, could be a very nice saving grace. It is. Let's see what it is. There is ham and a heart container and also a super secret shop to boot. We'll blow up the heart container. A bit of an odd choice on the bomb there. Likely not knowing exactly what to do. And blowing up Gluttony as well. That's actually pretty bad. That's so bad for Sam. Not knowing what to do when there's a super secret shop in the food shop. But, oh, we have Wonder for Cavalca. This is a build. Letting go of the Blood Rapier though, for a Jeweled Dagger, for a bit of extra hearts. Taking a lot of hits! Definitely not what you want to be happening, but this is a 7 damage Jeweled Dagger. +1, so it will be 8 damage actually. Does not need to be afraid of mini-bosses, we'll just murder them in 1 hit. A curtain of Klappas to Cavalca, forcing them to back up. But Sam back up to full health with the ham. Sadly not being able to Gluttony and take advantage of the extra heart container, but hey, Sam having a bit of trouble with the fair and balanced. Nonetheless, lots of heals coming out of that Shot Bro. Huge Shot Bro value. We have a throw from Cavalca to help speed up transversal of this Zone 4. Pretty swag throw, but very safe as well, and also time saving. And a good fireball to take out the Ogre there. I would just use shield and run in. You have Wonder, so you would just be able to Blood Shield next floor. And we have a 1-tile Telemonkey, the second time I've seen that this season. Amazing. Sam on the pushback. Needs to catch up here. Has a worse form of regen now, with Cavalca picking up Wonder. But I still think it's a pretty interesting choice for Cavalca to hit Peace Shrine there instead of keeping the Blood Rapier with this kind of damage ups. Yeah, Cavalca is definitely utilizing their tools here, taking Telemonkeys without fear thanks to the shield spell. Needs to be careful about this Golem, but Dagger allows you some pretty great control about what you want to hit and what you don't want to hit. We have a throw for Cavalca. 8 damage, Jeweled Dagger. Will be able to take out any form of Deep Loose. Unless Deep Blue's squared mod. But if you're playing squared mod, you're not playing CoNDOR mod, so does not apply in CoNDOR Kappa. Health squared. Health cubed mod. Health to the 4th power mod. I don't know what that's called. Quadrupled. No, that's just X4, not to the 4th power. Lead boots for Sam will help in Zone 4. But these Blade Masters and this Broadsword snag, a really good Blood Shield there. But this will cost so much time. His Cavalca manages to keep on moving. Almost dino damage, actually. Just needs 1 more damage in order to get dino damage. But it looks like we'll stop at 9. I think he's looking for it. I don't hate it. If you're this close to dino damage, it's kind of a shame to just stop at 9 damage. But moving on to Dead Ringer, just short. 1 damage short. That is so sad for Cavalca, but it will be easy. Left side scoots. Taking hit from the Wind Rage, this is not good. Has Blood Shield, needs to Blood Shield or something here. Off the rails, Dead Ringer. Dealing with it very well. Needs to Blood Shield here. Oh my gosh. Just Blood Shield, and then take out the mini bosses, and then Blood Shield again. But dealing enough damage to wipe out all the mini bosses in one hit. As Sam picks up a Ring of Regen. Definitely can use that to catch up a bit after a Dead Ringer like that, as Cavalca has to do butt puzzles. That off the rails Dead Ringer, pretty costly. But Cavalca will have a very long shield bug here, if they do remember to do that. Some pretty good butt puzzle alignments here. An interesting throw, don't know what that was about. Oh, swapping? Cadence doesn't have a weapon. Okay, Cadence has a loot now. So giving the dagger to Dorian by just throwing the dagger at him, like, here to catch. Dorian on dagger though. Dorian on a billion damage dagger, but Sam making their way down to Dead Ringer now. Missing, forgetting about the first bell on these easy left side scoots, but still has enough time to walk back to pick it up. It's Cavalca, 1 hit left on the Necrodancer. Shield is out. Facing down, good blood magic here, but here we go. Decently fast time. Up 1340. Actually, that isn't that fast for Gold. Gold can definitely run faster, but still, a win is a win, and it was still pretty close. But a pretty rough seed, all things considered, even with Wonder. That 3-1 was something. That was a nasty 3-1. Both of these racers, though, having enough health and protection in order to survive it. But really, not much you can do besides have a Warhammer, which these racers did have. But swapping off for a better weapon anyways, but oh my. The worst. That was the worst Zone 3 Swarm I've seen this season. If not ever. I've seen some pretty bad Zone 3s, but that definitely has contender for being the worst I've ever seen. GG's, the first loot will be rewarded to Cavalca. Wrong button. Bruh. But yeah, luckily both racers able to survive, although very bruised and beaten after that 3-1. That 3-1 was definitely the highlight of that race. It was a crazy 3-1. But on to race 2 now. Let's see if these racers will get better luck and not get absolutely swarmed. Both racers being cognizant of this bomb down here can use the bomb to attempt a kill, but it is also pretty early, so can just chance it like Sam did. Unfortunately, the first try will not work out. Going for it again. It will be fine. Just need to finish off this Blood Shopkeeper kill, which can be a bit scary. As one mistake, and you're gonna have to do it all over again. Back to square one. But both racers managing to kill. A bit of a farm up on this Black Skeleton Closet for Cavalca. I don't hate that. Getting the Leprechaun very early on. And a base cap for Sam. Not a bad pickup as well. Very fast weapon. However, only 1 damage, and oh my, the screen shake. Got screen shake on. It's kind of hard to ignore. A tier 3 cracked wall. Sam will just opt to bomb it. From the bomb saved from throwing instead of bombing the blood shop. Sam not being able to afford anything besides the Torch of Walls, which is a very good item. But Cavalca manages to buy out the helm as well. A good gold kill lineup for Cavalca there. Nazar Charm as well. So Cavalca utilizing gold kills and gold weapon to break open things to a pretty good extent. That is a food shop. Cavalca has no way to kill the food shop, but it is worth. It might be worth cracking open. Cracking open to see what's in there. Another good gold kill for Cavalca. Doesn't need damage ups, it just lines up gold on the floor. Great use of that. This is a shop! With the move dig and the curse hearts. Nothing to do with it though, everything is too expensive and no ways to aggro the shopkeeper. I'm not sure if you would want to kill for that, but a pretty good case for killing it. Sam, check in the food shop, it's gonna be pretty bad. No way to kill for Gluttony either. So Cavalca moving on without missing out on too much at least. As food shops can be huge, or it can be pretty pathetic like that. But Cavalca has a long line of pawns, could be bad, but nope. Handled this fine. Doesn't really line up the gold kill here. We got a gold kill on 1 heart, so it doesn't really matter, as Sam tearing up through the deep blues pieces as well. In purple there will be a fireball scroll, so Sam will likely check black here if screen watching. Because it could be a potential goodies. Don't really know why Cavalca didn't opt to check black. It is a glass longsword. I think you take that. Glass longsword's pretty safe for a glass weapon. Just gotta be careful with it though, but I think the time save from having 4 damage will make up for the time lost by having to be careful. Compared to base cat, at least base cat is only gonna be 1 damage. We have a courage pickup for Cavalca. Very courageous. Couraging onto the spike trap. Oh man, these courage gold kills will be juicy for Cavalca, but I mean, even with that, you still kind of just want to swap off. Not doing anything too fancy with courage for Fortismal here. We'll just use Fireball Scroll wipe out Participal in one hit. Well, likely check black. Don't know why Cavalca is so happy with this. Courage helps, but this is still 1 damage. A very interesting checks, as Samzilla finds one of the best weapons in the game. So, this weapon deficit, you can only make so much with Courage. You need a better weapon. Don't really understand. This being on 1 damage will cost way more time than not swapping off, even with Courage. Valka, though, is playing it very well. Making sure when Courage, they know exactly when Courage activates and everything. It is pretty straightforward when you are on 1 damage, though. But taking Spear over Glass Longsword, interesting. You can throw, you can set up for some throws, but I would keep the Longsword. Very similar weapons, though. But nonetheless, yeah, Cavalca swapping off Courage now. So why buy Courage in the first place if you're just gonna swap off for it for a ring, or pretty much a useless ring? And Cavalca's not gonna keep the helmet. He's gonna take Monocle, hoping to find things with it. Like this Obsidian Flail will definitely take that. Because right now, don't really got much to work on. It could be worth going back to pick up the Courage. Flail, Courage? Not a bad combo, but nonetheless, Courage is hard to run. And at this point, it seems like without Courage, Cavalca is doing enough to keep ahead of Samzilla's pace. And what? Just take the protection. Why are you so happy with this? Why are you so happy with this? Oh my! Cavalca going down. Odd choices. Why would you check black then and not earlier? And when there's actually something in purple, why not take it? Flail in zone 4 is awkward, but Staff in zone 4 is dangerous. I'd take awkward over dangerous. And Sam finds the Obsidian Flail. We'll keep the Electric Dagger, as I said, one of the best weapons in the game. But yeah, I have to say, just odd choices. Just indecisiveness on Cavalca's end, I think, is starting to undo them a bit. Like, we've seen the Courage take only to leave it behind. Also, not checking black for some reason on a weapon that you shouldn't be happy with. And then checking black when there's something in purple that you should take instead, and you already have a good weapon. So, interesting choices, I have to say the least. It's not the right one. Some of these are just wrong. But yeah, Monocle is fine. That was a fine swap off. Monocle can definitely help you if you're willing to run the risk, but that half a point of protection is pretty valuable. Armor is really good. Monocle, you're kind of hoping to pay off, and it can pay off hugely, but the safe, consistent option would be to keep the half point of armor. Sam isn't in the best of spots either. Can get taken out. Oh, what is this? Getting hit by the Mimic. 1.5 hearts. Could be tempting to just drink that immediately, yeah, and take the stars too. Might as well. Why does this keep happening? Racer's finding the drinking the cursed potion, and then immediately afterwards finding the potion. This is mean. Necrodancer has a way of just like laughing at players. But yeah, it keeps happening. Cursed potion is really good because you can easily find potion with it. Kappa. We have Upshot Bro again for Samzilla, so we'll be able to utilize this potion. Just need to heal off of something. This chicken will definitely help, so pretty good for Samzilla. We have Shop Bro in an interesting spot to say the least. Shop Bro running away from Cadence. Cadence is a bit smelly, I guess. Wants to keep social distancing active, it seems. Social distancing for Shop Bro, but anywho. Shop Bro back to normal upward position now. A good cheese for a bomb here. And it will be a free cheese too. Actually, we'll have to tank the bomb for the cheese, so not completely free, but nonetheless. I'm thinking about which items they want to take as they move forward. We'll take stars and freeze. Needs to make sure they don't get backpacked. As on the run back, Cavalca finding a good build to catch up here. Last longsword, along with Courage Shovel. Oh, that electric arc for Samzilla was huge! Activating the bomb goblin and just clearing out the exit room. That was so good! With such a tight exit room like that. Oh man. Samzilla not getting the freeze, being too far away from Coral Rift in order to freeze Coral Rift. Limited radius on that freeze. Needs to walk up and then freeze. And Ring of Regen for Sam. With this much of a lead, definitely take that. Sam healing the Cursed Potion entirely now. A bunch of regeneration items coming in after that. It looked a bit scary with the Cursed Potion coming out. But now, picks up a potion, picks up Shop Bro, picks up Ring of Regen. This is unnecessary pushing. But nonetheless, we'll heal back up to full. It's that very strong in the regen department all of a sudden. Getting health back is very valuable. Very valuable thing to do. Especially if you're this far ahead. And it makes things a lot safer. Needs to be careful about fireballing Freddy there, but Freddy not even close to that, so good stuff still. Taking hits left and right for Sam, but very much should be fine. Can just pick up that Scroll of Need, has an empty spot in the backpack. Oh, some pretty big hits! I wouldn't mind just taking that Scroll of Need right now. There's also a tier 1 cracked wall that could be worth checking. Pretty harmful 5-3 for Sam. But right side Dead Ringer spawns will let Sam do some easy left side scoots. Gets the healing off of Shot Bro too. Really is looking for... Pick that up! You have a backpack! Why not? Just pick it up. Just for getting backpack, it seems. Has more than enough bombs though for the preceding fight. Yeah, forgetting backpack is dangerous, but right now it's not dangerous, but it often is. Accidental blood shovel digs out of Sam here. Needs to be cautious of that. Has a lot of health to work with. Needs to do quite a few accidental blood shovel digs for it to for it to significantly make a dent on Samzilla's health, but still, take all the health you can get. General rule of Necrodancer, you take all the health you can get. As we have a .D of 1452. GG's, it will be 1-1. Sam, managing to take one loot off of the set. And 1 sec, I need to go. Okay, looks like we are ready. We have a quad here. 1-1-1-1. This seed. These previous 2 seeds, except for the first one, had a very notable 3-1. The second seed, nothing too notable, but nothing great, nothing bad. It was just okay. Run-of-the-mill seed. Really would have liked to see more black chest checks out Cavalca, because not checking black severely hampered their builds. Given the potential for a better one, Cavalca should just reset here, taking a very early big hit off the Minotaur. Fair and balanced for Sam, needs to be careful, but handles it very well. Not missing their stride because of that. They will go the wrong way, but won't find anything. Searching for things. Looking for items. Empty heart container and a torch for Cavalca. Checking the shop while the Minotaur runs away. Sam will just move on as well, spending a lot of time on zone 1, likely screen watching. Make sure they don't miss out on anything. But Cavalca, I think thinking about wanting to do something with the dragon in the shop there, but realized it was locked and just ended up killing the dragon. All scrolls for Cavalca. That is a blood shop. That is a weapon in the blood shop. You take that. You take that. Sam, meanwhile, on to deep blues. That is a blood shop. That is a weapon in the blood shop. You do something on the sword. Valka likely looking for another bomb, doesn't want to take the health damage, but this is costing them quite a bit. There's a free heart container there. Can just buy it. Can just buy the titanium rapier now. It's trying to activate the sacrifice. Don't think that's possible anymore. We'll be able to kill 3 enemies next to it, but needs to go back, pick up that titanium rapier as Sam checking black for a steak knife, the obsidian dagger. Managing to build up a lead here. Actually, no, could have gone Squigga suited as well, not sure. But nonetheless, this is okay for Sam. Definitely not nearly as good for as Cavalca. Cavalca's gonna find a bomb though, and we'll go for the kill, but not ready. Not ready to attack the Blood Shopkeeper. So this is gonna cost even more time. That was such a good start for Cavalca too. such a good start, only for it to be squandered away with that mistake. Well, that's pretty demoralizing. But hopefully Cavalca can get their 2 feet back under them and put up a race for Samzilla to compete with. Man, that is something. Don't know what Sam is trying to do here. Needing for a weapon, interesting choice, interesting choice. They will keep the glass rapier. Interesting choice there. I mean, Snake Knife is fine. It is a dagger, and it can be a 1 damage dagger, but it's definitely not a weapon you want, but it's workable, if not barely. Great use out Gigantism there for Sam to take the Frost Charm out of the trapdoor room, but needs to go to the exit now. Cannot take trapdoors as a result of that. Man, that screen shake. Power Rift for Sam. Valka spending a lot of time. Activates the Shrine of Sacrifice. I would take the ham or the coupon. Probably the coupon. No, ham. I think I'd keep the ham. But definitely a hard choice between those 2 items. But nonetheless, Sam needs to be careful. Running Glass Rapier means he can't get hit. Otherwise he will be not a happy person. To say the least. Backpack pickup and cheese pickup for Sam. Has the lead now. Cavalca coming out of Zone 1 strong, but far behind. Needs to make up about 3 minutes. But Sam is taking their time building, trying to build something up. And I say they got a pretty strong build. They got Move Jig, they got a Squega suit. Just needs a bit of an improvement in the weapons department. Being careful not to take hot coals damage off on Sam's side. Very good job at managing that. And continued shop check-in for Sam allows Cavalca to catch up here with a more limited build. 2 cheeses in the pocket. That is a ham. That is half a ham and another half a ham, pretty much. And a solid weapon swap off for Sam in the form of the Titanium Spear. With Move Dig and the Squega suit, and those 2 cheeses can definitely do work to stay ahead of Cavalca. Cavalca, though, has Titanium Rapier, which is going to be hard to go against. Should eat a cheese right now. Eats a cheese. Good stuff. Backing up a lot for Sam's side can be a bit more aggressive. Fireball spell for Sam. And that is a damage up in that boss shrine. Sam definitely needs to take that, I think. Hit it and then bomb it, of course. Good job dealing with enemies first before getting onto the goodies. And there's a tier 3 cracked wall too. This can definitely be pretty good for Sam. I definitely needs to tap that boss shrine, I think. So many bombs to use. Just has to tap it. Come on, 3 damage. But won't. Damn. We'll get a great food shop though. More health for Sam. But that 3 damage! Giving up on 3 damage, it's right there. Such a good take. 1 extra mini boss isn't that much with this Squega suit even. You shouldn't be that scared. The benefits of getting that strength up are way too high to give up on. So I would say that's a definite misplay there. With this piercing, that damage up would be so good, but nonetheless, this is still very good to have, even with just 2 damage. But 3 damage is the 3 damage threshold that you are just always trying to go for. There's just big digs in the shop anyways. It's all good. This was all planned. Sidekick powers from Sam. Big dig minor cap. So big digs shouldn't really come too much into play, as the miner's cap should be the one that is doing the digging. But we got 3 damage, Titanium Sphere, along with 9 big bombs. Don't be that afraid of bats. Just charge through them with Luck Charm. If you didn't have Luck Charm, maybe. Sunglasses as well, but keep Smooth Dig. And additional damage up does not really need that. We'll leave it behind in favor of walls. No other form of mapping. And that was a great big safe bomb here. Cavalca doing the Moth Shrine thing. Needs to catch up. This is a good food shop for Cavalca. I think you still need to take the health pit stop here. It's that good of a food shop. Cavalca. Stairs ice eating actually. Ice eating the chicken. Sam. 10 bombs can just pick up a cheese here. Why not? I'd say pick it up and eat it. There we go. Picking it up and eating it. Exactly what I said. So. Oh, another big safe bomb there. That was a good bomb. These are such good bombs out of Samzilla. These bombs are putting in work. Can just hit Death Metal Shield here. 3 damage is an excellent number of damage to be on for Death Metal fight. Should make it very straightforward. Just needs to tap him twice very quickly and then chase him and then do the last hit. As Sam continues downward to zone 5 in about 10 minutes. Solid push, needs to be conservative of health, as Sam does not have any form of regeneration. Can definitely afford to slow down, as Cavalca is far behind. In fact, that is exactly what Sam should do. Slow down a bit. Tap on the brakes. Won't kill ya. But yeah, this is very aggressive pushing. As I said, slow down. Know how far back your opponent is, and generally how fast your opponent can go. You really can only do that from watching races, I guess. I don't know. Watch more CoNDOR races. It's that easy. Heartthrob for Cavalca, though. Cavalca isn't pushing as hard as they can, I don't think. They are pushing sort of hard. But Sam, slowing down for this free heavy glass, maybe? I don't know. I mean... not heavy glass, but heavy plate. Yeah, lots of damage for Sam. So just... I don't really know what to say. We got lures though. The zone lead with big bombs shouldn't be a problem. Lures going very well so far. With piercing, we'll be able to just slam out the riders. Bit of a freeze mishap on the final lure there, but we'll be able to line it up again. Is Cavalca pushing for their race point here? Ultimately a bit too slow, as Sam already is on the second phase. Interesting familiar placement. We got right Snowbro. Usually want to just slam that up, but then again, found it very late in the run. So not too important to put it up. As Aka makes it to Dead Ringer. Oblivion Strats? This is not Oblivion Strats, this is... Could have transferred that into some kind of Slimo strat, but Sam on the last hit of the Necrodancer here. Bit of a runaway lure there. We'll finish with 12:35. So GG's to both racers. Cavalca having a lot of health to work with. Could have definitely pushed aggressively. Despite having like a 2 minute, over 2 minute, almost 3 minutes reset. But yeah, Sam taking this 2-1. A great result to pick up for Sam. Great result.